the 1987 Mr. and Ms. Universe Championships. Hi again, everyone. I'm Chris Marlowe, and tonight you're going to be seeing some of the most well-conditioned physique athletes in the world. And you know, it's not unusual for these competitors to train 4 hours a day, 6 days a week in order to achieve muscular perfection. If they do achieve muscular perfection, then they have a chance to walk off with one of the two titles tonight, Mr. or Ms. Universe. Joining me in the broadcast booth, high above the Tucson Civic Center Auditorium, a 1983 Miss Olympia, Carla Dunlap. And Carla, what can we expect in the competition tonight?
Well, Chris, we're going to see 7 judges who have been through 2 rounds of judging already earlier in the day, and they're going to have a problem. We're going into the free posing now, and this is where they'll make their final decisions.
There are 4 divisions in this particular competition. There is lightweight division, middleweight division, light heavy, and heavyweight. Perhaps you can give us an idea of how the weights range in these divisions.
Well, let's look at the women. The women in their weight classes start with the lightweight, 115 pounds and under, the middleweight, 115 to 125 pounds, the light heavy, 125 to 135 pounds, and of course there's the heavyweights, and no woman wants to be called a heavyweight, 135 pounds and over.
What about the men's division?
The men, it's a little different. Their lightweight is 165 pounds and under, the middleweight is 165 to 185, the light heavies are 185 to 200, and of course the big boys, the heavyweights, are 200 pounds plus.
They are going to pick an overall champion in the men's and women's division, and who would you think that is going to be the champion or the favorite right off the bat first in the women's division?
Well, I like some of the lightweight women. I like, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Linda Lorenkowitz. I also like Sandra Barrett Walker because I think she looks like me. Now, with the men, there is Jesse Gautreau, who has been a competitor for quite a while, and I think this might be...
Dunlap, the women's division has been completed, and the overall champion is Sandra Barrett Walker, and what a great night she had. Our cameras have caught up with her down on the floor. Let's go to her for her reaction. This is Cliff Coons from St. Louis, Missouri, 145.5 pounds.
And Cliff looks like he's got it packed on just the way a heavyweight would. Except when you pull back, you can tell that he's a short person. His muscularity and density is excellent.
And when you say short person, he's 5'2", but you can't get too big in the lightweight division, can you?
No, but then you run that danger of looking chunky.
Well proportioned.
Very well proportioned.
His suit looks like it's a little loose-fitting.
I know, you were saying that before. You have to be careful when you're a bodybuilder not to buy them too far ahead, because during it last week sometimes you lose a little weight.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah, it can affect the fit.
So, Cliff Coons, he finished second in the lightweight competition.
Here's an unusual start to a routine.
Talk about standing in the shadows. This is the #1 competitor, Vito Colica, from Palermo, Italy, 163.25 pounds.
He's in excellent condition, and I think you're going to see an excellent posing routine. Look at his back as you come back in. This man has mass. Mean look, too.
Good-looking fellow.
And from what I can see right here, he doesn't look quite as hard, and yet it's deceptive, because as he starts to flex, you see all the separation. Look at that. That's excellent.
In 1986, he was named Mr. Italy and Mr. Europe. Doesn't speak any English, however.
Interesting. Doesn't seem to look at the mass and the traps and delts.
Unbelievable legs.
He's in excellent condition and a deserved winner of this class.
So we move on into the middleweight division. This is Kevin Thompson from Queensland, Australia, weighing in at 182 pounds and 1/4, and he's using a familiar theme.
Aha. This man is ready for this competition. He's tight. He's hard. Even his rips have rips.
Oh, Hogan, watch out.
I understand Thompson is quite an athlete.
That's big biceps.
Great trap. most muscular pose. He's ready. He's tight. There's nothing extra. Good calf shot.
He's lean. He's in good shape.
Yeah. He's doing a very typical posing routine.
He's a very dedicated bodybuilder. We had a chance to ask him about the training he does down under.
For about 10 years. I live in Queensland, which is live right off the Great Barrier Reef, so there are a lot of distractions, and it's taken me about 10 years. I do a lot of diving and skiing and water sports, and the area I live in is very pretty, beautiful beaches, and I'm sure a lot of Americans would love to go out there. I get up really early in the morning. I work out at 5 o'clock in the morning, so the evenings are free. I often go out boating in the evenings, and I love it. I don't make it my one and only for the bodybuilding. It's more of a second one. My family and my life comes after the bodybuilding.
So moving right along to Val Valisi from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. He's from the United States, obviously. 173.5 pounds.
He's ready to eat his competition up.
What a great routine so far.
Well, keep your eye on this routine. This man seems to have so much personality, and he's in excellent condition.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Good color, good muscular size. He's got great balance, and he is using his music. He's getting the audience going.
He likes it. He's getting into it. Shake it.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to not only pose and come in good competition, come in good condition. You've got to really pose and get the audience going.
It's really like a performance, an acting job or a modeling job or whatever. I'd say he really plays it up, doesn't he? These teeth are shined up, aren't they? In 1987, Val Valisi was the Midwest champion. His strongest feat, would you believe it, pulling bicuspids out of someone else's mouth with his bare hands. He's also a dentist, and so we asked him if he thought that dentistry helped him in his bodybuilding, and was it an advantage for him?
My knowledge of dieting and nutrition stems a great deal from my medical background. It tends to give me somewhat of an advantage. Sure, it helps.
How do you find time to fit all three of those in?
Well, you might think it's difficult, but it's just a matter of organizing your time. I train in the morning, and then I would go to work, put in an 8-hour day, and train again at night. It really doesn't leave much time for social life, but you can fit it in.
Well, Val Valisi really sheds the image of the dumb bodybuilder, doesn't he, Carla?
Oh, sure he does. Very intelligent man.
So, Val Valisi, a very varied personality. Coming up, the light heavyweights, and we'll have that action for you and more coming up here on ESPN. Welcome back to the Mr. and Ms. Universe competition. We're now in the light heavyweight division. This is Brian McCloskey from Denver, Colorado, at 199.5 pounds.
You can see the difference in a power lifter. This guy lifts heavy off-season, and you can see the density.
In 1984, he was named Mr. Colorado, and who would argue with him?
No one. Not with a 516 bench, a 725 squat, a 730-pound deadlift. That's amazing.
1986, in the Universe contest, he was 5th in the heavyweight division. Brian McCloskey. He's a power lifter. He doesn't believe in lots of repetitions with light weights.
I'm mostly training real heavy on the off season, so I can keep my mass up and progressively put on more and more as the months go by, and then I start to taper off and increase my repetitions and back off my sets. Pre-contest is this 5 months out. I prepared for this. I started to diet for this competition. And how long have you been in the sport? I've been doing this for about 7 years now, Eric, and I don't see an end coming real soon for me. I'm pretty much green, but I have a long time ahead of me, and I think I'm very successful to make it this far in this short a time.
We move along now to Sarkiv Milos from Bashez, Yugoslavia, at 199 pounds.
This man looks very good. He's young, though. He doesn't have the kind of mass of McCloskey. Give him a few years and he will mature into a very good bodybuilder. You can see the shapes are there. They just need maturity.
McCloskey finished third in the competition. Milos finished sixth in this division.
Give him time. Give him time. He needs to get rid of a little water, but otherwise the muscle shapes are there.
Been bodybuilding for 6 years, has just relocated to San Diego. Do a lot of bodybuilders move to the United States now?
A lot of bodybuilders move to California because of the training atmosphere here. You get to train right next to the big stars.
And then go down to Muscle Beach. Where else can you find Muscle Beach but in California?
Sure.
So, Milos finishes sixth, and now on to the number 2 competitor, Chuck Sanow from Palos Hill, Illinois, 193 pounds. Boy, has he developed.
Oh, let me tell you, that opening shot that he did, we call a Christmas tree. That is true development of the lower back, the spinous erectus. This man is in condition of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. He could be it, couldn't he?
Hey, it looks a little like Val Kilmer in Top Gun.
With muscles, lots of them. He's in excellent condition. Sanow looks like he's prepared for this. He's a little weak in the calves, which may cost him first place. But other than that, he's ready.
Well, as it turned out, it did cost him first place. He comes in second in the competition. Owns a gym. Bodybuilding for 6 years. And the reason he became in second was because of this man, Jesse Gautreau, number 1 overall from Lafayette, Louisiana, 195 pounds. He really can do it.
Jesse's been in this sport for a long time, and the man has been at the top, basically. He disappeared for a little while, and he's come back in better shape than ever.
Doesn't smile a lot, does he?
Well, we used to call him the Frito Bandito because he has this bandito Mexican look. He is massive, though, and that's a product of years and years of training.
Don't I know it? Can't get that overnight, can you?
No, you can't. And if you look at his overall mass, his calves are great.
Tremendous bulk. His muscles just stick out, don't they?
Yeah. Everything's there. Muscle maturity, density. He's a big man.
1982, 83, 85, he was named Mr. America in the middleweight division. You can see why. Tremendously developed porcelain legs. Doing his thing. Jesse Gautreau, finishing number 1 in the light heavyweight division.
Here you go. Now you can really see that mass. Look at the depth of his chest. Incredible.
When the veins stick out, does that count?
Sure.
You know, the icing on the cake is winning a competition, but the bread is usually made in the weight room. We followed Jesse Gautreau back to Lafayette, Louisiana.
I can say I've trained for this contest 2 years, but I've really been training 15 years for it, even 25. Bodybuilding is something you have to train year-round. There's no season. It gets more intense around contest time, and nutrition becomes a lot more important than aerobics. But it's a matter of training every day, either training or doing aerobics, and constantly counting calories and eating the foods I need to withstand the training.
We're coming up with the big boys, the heavyweights, in the men's division. After this. About ready for the heavyweight division, and our first competitor is Keith Whitley, the biggest man in the competition. He's something to see. Let's get right to him. Keith Whitley, 244 pounds from Dallas, Texas.
Well, I'll tell you, it's one thing to be big, but you better be cut. Apparently, he's really playing to that part of the audience that's looking for size.
And interesting, he only finished 6th in the competition, but he says that he is always the biggest, and if you want bulk and size, he's the guy.
Well, he like I said, he's satisfying somebody, but if this man ever got cut, he'd be dangerous.
He Steve Whitley, 1986. He was fourth in the heavyweight division in the Universe contest. He's a school teacher.
Everything's there. If he were just to diet a little bit more, he'd have it.
As we mentioned, sixth in the competition. Perhaps a little more cutting, and he will be able to move up. In third place in the heavyweight competition, Donald Smith from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in at 241 pounds. He looks really cut today.
Yeah, now, if Whitley ever got this cut, this man, like I said, he'd be dangerous. Donald Smith looks good. He's got good back depth. Some of the best I've seen in this contest so far, other than Guthrie in the light heavies. Good leg size. I'd say he just needs a little more of the calves. But outside of that, this man is hard.
1987, just earlier this year, he was named Mr. America in the tall division.
Interesting. He looks good.
You know, diet is important to everyone in America, but it is especially important to bodybuilders.
Well, my diet consists of pretty much like 5 egg whites for breakfast, 2 servings of oatmeal. Then I go in and train and come back, and I normally eat something like orange roughy fish, which is a fish from New Zealand, real lean, with a baked potato and a vegetable. And about the same thing at night, so it's kind of dry. And it's not so much what I eat as, I guess, it's the way I act when I eat that little bit.
And how was that, Diane?
Some days,
Watch
not
it.
real nice. Just get real irritable. You know, you don't eat a lot. You know, you don't have any energy or whatever. But
Don, you just won your class in the Americas, is that right?
Yeah, I'm really excited, you know, because I just had the Mr. America come off with for a win there, and I'm excited about tonight's show. You know, we're relaxing now, but it won't be much relaxing after a while. We'll be getting ready to go back on the stage for the winner of the Mr. Universe, and it's really exciting because, you know, starting out in bodybuilding, you know, you work your way up to this prestigious title here of Mr. Universe, and to think that, you know, I just won coming off of a win from America, well, it's got me really on the go, and I'm really excited about it.
Steve Bonstead. We mentioned Muscle Beach, California. He's from Venice, California. I'm sure he's been down there a couple of times. Very animated, in at 213 pounds.
Well, you know, he looks like he's in excellent condition. He's a little small in the arms as far as I can see. I would mark him down, though, as a judge, because if you notice, his body's one color and his face is another.
He's very tan. He almost has a farmer's tan, as they used to call it.
Well, I think he forgot to apply a little color to his face there. He's holding a little water.
Steve Bonstead coming in second in the competition. This man took the first place prize. Abe Cuesta from Tampa, Florida, 214 pounds.
And rock hard. He has got mass upon mass. At 214 pounds, this man has done his homework. Look at his triceps. The tie-ins from the delt to the triceps are so clean, it looks like somebody put 2 halves together.
Great back.
Christmas tree.
And more. And ornaments.
Yeah. Tremendous traps. Look at the width of his back. He definitely deserved first place in this class.
He's a telecommunications engineer, phone man.
His only lack I can see right now is his calves. He's got these massive thighs with beautiful sweep on the side, a little weak in the calves.
Most people work on the calves and legs, would you say, a little less than their upper torso?
Not necessarily.
He's a man that really enjoys the simple, all-American life.
Yeah, I got a little son. He's 9 years old today, matter of fact. Happy birthday, Jason. And a nice little wife that's about 5 foot, 100 pounds.
What are you doing in Tampa, Florida?
Communications technician, telephone man.
Telephone man.
Yeah.
What got you into this crazy sport of bodybuilding?
Well, after high school, I was weighing about 150 or so pounds, and I just thought I wanted to be a little bigger and feel a little more fit.
Were you intimidated as 150 pounds?
Well, not really, but a lot of the guys that I used to hang with and stuff, my brother, he used to play football, and that thing, I guess, you know, my brother being into it so much kind of rubbed off on me, and that's what happened.
So Abe Cuesta is the winner in the heavyweight division. Don't go away, because coming up, we'll have the men's pose down, which will determine who will be named Mr. Universe. In our auditorium, I'm Chris Marlowe along with Carla Dunlap. It's time for the men's pose down. At stake, the Mr. Universe title, and we have 4 very evenly matched competitors, Carla.
Yeah, 4 top guns. I've never seen 4 men so closely matched as these 4 men are. The lightweight man, Vito Collecca, Val Valisi, Jesse Gautreau, and Abe Cuesta, they're all massive. They're all balanced. What are you going to do? I'd hate to be a judge in this.
Well, say you are a judge for a moment. Who do you pick?
Ooh, gosh, I'd have to go with between Abe Cuesta and Gautreau.
Okay.
Because they're both massive.
All right, we'll find out. Who do you pick? Let's go down to the arena level. Find out. 4 contestants in the pose down.
Now, I'm telling you, I'm looking at this right now, and Gautreau and Cuesta both look like heavyweights, even though Gautreau is a light heavyweight. He's outweighed by more than 15, 20 pounds by Cuesta.
You look much bigger on camera, don't you?
Sure you do, sure you do. The lightweight even looks like he could stand up against Cuesta. I really wish these guys would move around more and like a lightweight stand next to a light heavyweight.
Are you allowed to move on the stage, or are you stuck in one place?
You are. No. See, Gautreau is beginning to move around. But
And he looks a little bigger, doesn't he?
He looks huge. He always looks very hard now that I'm looking at him.
All of them have tremendous definition. 4 very worthy contestants.
Oh, like I said, I would not want to be the judge in this. This is going to be one. You know, they only give 1 vote to each person they think should be in first. That's a hard decision.
Doing their thing.
I've never seen so many Christmas trees bow to bow.
Is it important to be facing or to do the back a little?
You should be doing your best shots right now, because this is the first time all 4 men are together.
And most men going to the chest.
Very, very close decision.
Will it be Collecca, Valisi, Gautreau, or Cuesta?
Seasoned veteran Jesse.
A lot of tension in the air. The winner, the 1987 Mr. Universe title, Jesse Gautreau.
Oh, I picked one.
Congratulations, and here he comes, and is he stoked?
I'll tell you, the man has mass, he has maturity, and he's got years of experience, and it's paid off in him being named the top amateur bodybuilder in the world.
And there is no money for amateur bodybuilding, as you may or may not know, but the prestige and the pride that goes along with being #1 in the world in something, and Jesse Gautreau has to be elated.
Top guns.
And you know that feeling, don't you, Carl?
I sure do.
So Jesse Gautreau wins the title of Mr. Universe. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back and wrap up the Mr. Universe and Ms. Universe championships from Tucson, Arizona. Dunlap, well, the champions have been crowned. Mr. Universe is Jesse Gautreau, and Ms. Universe, if you like, is Sandra Barrett Walker. And Carla Dunlap, was there anything that surprised you about this competition?
Well, frankly, I was surprised at how close the class winners were in both competitions, with the exception of someone looking a little bit watery. I mean, everybody was hard, they were massive, and they presented themselves well.
This event has really grown over the years, hasn't it?
I'd say bodybuilding in general has grown, and the general public has been exposed to it more and more through television.
If you're wondering why Carla Dunlap is not in this competition, well, she is a professional. Can you make a living doing bodybuilding?
Oh, sure you can. And the nice thing about it is that now major companies are using bodybuilding in their commercials, in their media, and they're sponsoring bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm. And how much can one make being a top professional bodybuilder?
That depends. You can make anywhere from a couple of $1,000s to several $100,000. Don't tell the IRS that.
And since you are a professional, do you have another competition coming up?
I do. I'm planning on competing in the World Championships for professionals at the beginning of the year.
Big difference between the professionals and the amateurs?
Money.
Well, remember that. If you want to be a professional bodybuilder, you may be in it for the money. Amateurs, they get pride and prestige. That is going to do it from Tucson, Arizona. We hope you enjoyed the Mr. and Ms. Universe Championships. For Carla Dunlap, I'm Chris Marlowe saying so long until next year. you.